Isn't it kind of annoying when you wake up to start your day with this? It's still falling, by the way. I wasn't expecting it at all, and there's not much of it, but apparently there's enough out there to actually cause slipping and sliding, aka problems. Because despite the fact that we live in an area that gets a lot of snow, people still don't know how to drive in it. Oh well. So in other news today, I actually got a letter from SEPTA. I don't know if that's going to focus at all. I'm not going to show the actual letter on camera because it has my personal information on it. But if you remember back on, I don't remember what day it was, but the day was called 27 minutes late. It was when the train was 27 minutes late. I sent in a refund request to SEPTA because technically I was eligible because the train was more than 15 minutes late and I actually paid with a ticket, so I wanted the refund. So I got one of the worst letters I've ever written. There's a bunch of commas missing. Some of the sentences are incomplete. They replaced the word "of" with the word "or," and service is spelled SERVOCE. Yeah, pretty quality letter. I actually wasn't even mad about it because I thought the letter was so hilariously terrible. Oh well, whatever. What are you gonna do? They blamed Amtrak, by the way, if you're wondering. I didn't actually get the refund. They just were like, "Hey, this is Amtrak's fault. You should make fun of them." Nah, I'm gonna make fun of you for that terribly written letter. Alright, everyone. Well, it's later on in the night now, and I did a lot today. And that's kind of a change from last week where I was kind of sitting around and not doing much because I didn't feel that well. But today I certainly changed that and started to get caught back up. So the first thing I did over here is I re-put everything away because even though I said I did this last week, immediately after I did that I played games over Skype and brought everything back out. So now everything's all cleaned up again and all the controllers are away. Headphones are back on their slots. I put away all the laundry that was here. And you may be asking, well, why is there laundry back here again? And that's because now it's set up for laundry day tomorrow, so I'm not going to bother doing anything with it now. All of their games are back up here that I took out for a while. Everything's reorganized and put back in, and I updated the backloggery and fixed everything that was... I found a couple spelling errors last week that I fixed, and I put Morrowind in, and that was about it. My desk is pretty much clean now. Also, I found this last week. I don't know if I pointed this out, but this is a car decal. It's backwards for a reason. But, because you're supposed to take it off and then plop it like that against glass on a car, which I might do eventually. But the biggest thing I did today is vlogs. Because I had a goal today to do 5 vlogs. I pushed 6 out, actually. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if you're wondering why 6 is so much better than... Oh, my camera's freaking out. It likes the color. But if you're wondering why 6 is actually so much better than 5, it's because this, if you can see, is the end of the January vlogs. And that means I can... It's kind of funny, my camera's trying to focus towards my head in this frame. But that allows me to start backing things up and clearing up space, because these vlogs do take up quite a bit of space. They're not as huge as you might guess, but still, it's like 65 gigs for the month. They take up space and they need to be moved off my hard drive eventually, so I put them in my my giant 3 terabyte hard drive right there. And that's kind of how I make them and back them up. Because I got to keep the space so I can actually do the February ones now. Because that's tomorrow's goal, is to get caught up in February. And, yeah, but that's about it for today. Because that's all I did today, really, was go to my one class and then work on the vlogs and other things here. So I guess I'll see you back here tomorrow for, I think I'm having a Skype call tomorrow. And, oh, I didn't announce this yet, but on Saturday I'm going to be going down to the auto show with a couple of people. At least one of whom has been on the vlog before, not including myself, of course. But see you guys tomorrow for Friday, and then for the auto show on Saturday.